Look what you've been breathing.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Wow. It's worth it.
Take a deep breath.
Wow. Phew, let me tell y'all something. I have been on the marriage/pregnant learning curve, okay? I'm sure y'all can bear with me on this one because I learned out the hard way. There's some things you do, some things you don't. Are you ashamed of
I am not
crushing
ashamed.
crushing the ice cream?
You're shaming me. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Oh, about a week ago, week and a half, our AC went out, okay? And I thought I'd just do the man thing and pull out the old fans until I got it done, and it would be like camping. You know, I briefed it to Samantha, it'd just be like camping, because I thought the AC was gonna give us a little bit of a notice, but it froze up. I turned it off to let it thaw out, and it just didn't come back on. And I was like, well, hold up. I'll fix it. We'll bring out the fans. Well, that don't work when you're 8 months pregnant.
I've had some good days.
Tell them about the heat.
It's hot in here. We have no AC. Not for 2 weeks. That's lucky we're still married.
So it took me about a week to get some quotes in from about 3 or 4 other vendors. And you know what? I was like, it was like 15,000, 15,000. And then I found some good guys. Some guys that are willing to do some great jobs, some great work for some great prices. And I said, let's do this. So here's what happened. So once Samantha saw what the inside of our air ducts looked like, she went in full nesting mode. You know how it goes, you know, where like they want everything to be perfect? Well, she had a point. She was right. They were pretty nasty. So we decided, let's just rip out all the air ducts in the house and do the gas furnace and the AC system all at one time. Because, you know what, we just could never get that old house smell out of our house. I mean, this is a 1940s, you know, house right here, built during the big war. I'll tell you that, World War II. We just couldn't get the smell out. So we were like, well, while we're doing one, let's do the other, and it'll be more efficient, and everything will be sealed up. There'll be no more dust, mildew, mold. Everything will be gone. So we said, let's just do this YOLO. Let's just do this. But once we started pulling that stuff out of there, we saw that mice had eaten the back of our box. This thing was like a leaky sieve. We saw dust everywhere. I don't even know how it functioned really, because most of the bendable ducking was just barely sitting in there. It wasn't sealed up. It wasn't masked. How do you say that word? Masted. Wasn't masted up, wasn't taped up, it wasn't done right. It was like probably somebody 25, 30 years ago just got up there with some duct board and just started sticking stuff together. There's really no math about it, but our house was small enough that it really, you wouldn't notice too much, but other than the inefficiency of it, because our unit, I think our power bills were like $340 to $400 this summer. It was nuts. We do have a hot tub, okay, I will take that one, but we learned why you need to have them cleaned, have them serviced, and sometimes they just meet their term limit. Ducking only lives like 25 years. It's like the lifespan. The musty old smell in your house is what it is. When it starts turning yellow, it's time for it to go. And ours has started turning yellow. So our whole system cost us like $9 grand. I had gotten quotes all the way up to 15,000, and I was like, hey, this is a little excessive, okay? You're not putting gold in those ducts, all right? And it was about a 2-day job. The guys were great. You know, it's probably why we should just look at what we're breathing at night sometimes, because look at the inside of this stuff. Dust, mold, like, it leaked like a sieve. I just never I crawled up there, but I was no AC person, and I never really knew the importance of a lot of it. And I mean, even at the boots, we started getting a lot of condensation this summer over the whole unit. It was dripping all the time because it was so hot in the attic, and when hot air meets cold AC, it makes condensation, and we started getting sweat spots in our ceiling. So I figured if I didn't fix my AC ducting, it was going to cost me more money in sheetrock repair and repainting and mold remediation, that I needed to just go ahead, make the decision to have my ducting redone and looked at, because it was just going to make more problems and cost more down the line. And as you know, inflation being what it is right now, at 5.4% or whatever it is, it's just going to be more expensive to have the same work done next year or the next year or the next year. And sometimes you reinvest in yourself and your house. And not to mention, this thing is way quieter. I mean, it's like night and day. My other one sounded like an airplane taking off. This one sounds like really nothing. I mean, you can barely hear it going when it does turn on, but pretty excited about it. Now that is what it's supposed to look like. All upright and clean. Check it out. I tell you, I think it was worth all the money. I don't have to worry about all that nastiness anymore. But for everybody that's been wondering if I still know Brant and cameraman Ron, yes I do. I went over there the other day and they were in full show mode. Somebody was trying to do the spicy chip challenge, you know, that at Pacquiao like Diablo chip. They were fully trying to do that and get me to do it. But you know, I learned my lesson from the gummy bear. The world's hottest gummy bear retired me from hot stuff, at least for the momento, okay? And they were full swing. So here's what happened.
Brad is not an intern, okay, whatsoever. However, he is still the low man on the totem pole.
Hey.
I'm doing it for the clicks, baby. That's right. Y'all, turn back around, seriously.
I like it, dude. I like
Y'all,
You got this.
my man. All right, hang on.
Ron, that looks like one of those 5G like towers. Where'd you get this?
Told you, son.
Hold up. All right, so what's happening here, Ron? What is happening here,
Chase
Ron?
is scared of that filming, Brant. He hates being on camera filming.
You need sour cream.
These guys, does that
Sour cream is that is a special skill, right, Ron?
All right, y'all, we had a one-chip challenge sent to us a while ago in fan mail. We've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to use this bad boy. And tonight, the opportunity presented itself. Now, we were just going to make vitamin D.
No, he's still just
Threw down the challenge.
I'm not an intern anymore. I don't have to do
I'll
this
tell you
crap.
what. I'll tell you what.
Just one of us. We gotta share.
Oh, no.
We've got a late entry. We got a late entry.
And so now y'all get to split it 3 ways.
I know. I like this. This is getting better and better.
Anybody else over there in the
Kelton, you want to try one?
My God.
All right, first.
No, you don't get to make the rules, bro. You sit back
Here. All right, whoever goes for the milk first loses. All right.
I'm good with that.
Sounds good.
You gotta open it first.
I guess.
So
Who says that?
it's already going to be a nightmare. Let's not.
They
make
can touch
it
their
a,
faces. And we have an
Oh, look, a Dorito.
a Dorito. What?
I will say this, guys, in all honesty, if you can't handle it, you don't have to swallow it.
Please.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
This is not.
It's already rough.
Ron, isn't that for them? Sorry, guys.
Chugging their.
You want milk? Look, if I drink it all, they can't reach for it. I'm helping you guys. Like, I'm doing this for you.
That's the Yak Motley hiccup.
That's the
Yeah,
creep.
How you doing, Brad?
All right, can you talk? What's
Hey,
Was the deal milk or just anything?
wrong? I just don't think he'd understand.
Come on, man. Get in there.
My achy breaky heart, he might blow
We're gonna have to
up
redo
and
that.
get wild.
Because I was laughing.